Hi everyone, welcome into this latest edition of Inside Limestone Athletics. I'm Fabian Fuentes, and time now to talk about our men's and women's tennis programs here at Limestone with Keith Turner. Coach, thanks for taking time to join us.
Absolutely.
Well, you've got the fall season going on, and you're going to move into the spring season, but tell us a little bit about the program this year.
Well, we're expecting good things again in the spring. We had some pretty successful tournaments here in the fall, starting with the Conference Carolinas tournament and then the ITA regionals after that. I guess the highlight would be my junior star, Miguel Lopez Zuniga, making the quarterfinals of the ITA regionals, which has never happened before in the history of the school.
Right.
So that was a very impressive accomplishment. So hopefully we can carry that over to the spring.
What does, and you just a great segue into the spring, what does the fall season prepare your players to do when the spring season arrives, when it counts?
Well, we're just kind of going over, for the new players, trying to get used to what I expect out of them, I guess, trying to refine things for what I expect for the spring. Unlike a lot of other sports, I think tennis actually, this fall is more important as a non-championship season than maybe a lot of sports. It does affect our national ranking and stuff like that. So the national rankings did just come out. Our men are at number 33 right now, which is kind of where we've been for the last 3 years. So I'm satisfied with that right now. So
and of course, Coach just bailed me out right here. He did it in a very subtle way that the fall season does count towards something.
Yes, yeah. Like I said, they do look at the results and they do affect national rankings. So it's so you can't take the fall lightly. You have to be prepared for the tournaments and, try to do well, obviously.
So now you have the double-billed visor on your hat, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So you have one visor for the men's program, then you flip over and you have the women's program to work with. Let's talk about the men's program and some of the key returnees. You've already mentioned one.
Yeah, Miguel Lopez Zuniga will probably be number one guy in the spring. Henrik Nordquist, Paulo Avila, Christian Warnholtz are my big four returners. So I'm expecting good things out of them. Paulo and Christian are both seniors, captains, so, providing good leadership for us. So, we're going to have a deep team in the spring, so I'm expecting good things from the guys.
How about among some of those names you may have already mentioned, but how about some of the newcomers to your program?
Yeah, right now, we've got Jordan McCain from Texas, Mike Stevenson, who I'm expecting good things from, who actually played soccer in the fall. He's a great athlete.
Right.
He's going to do some good stuff for us in the spring. And I'm bringing over a guy from Brazil I just found out named Rafael Furla, who's going to be put in the middle of the lineup there, and he's going to be a very good addition for us. So I'm excited.
Now on the men's side of things, everybody is familiar with the Conference Carolinas schedule, but how about some of the non-conference opponents that you might face up with this year?
Well, we're playing probably the toughest schedule that we've played since I've been here. We play, I believe, 7 Peach Belt schools, and the Peach Belt is arguably the toughest conference in the country. I think half the teams that we're playing are nationally ranked. Teams from the Peach Belt like USC Aiken, Augusta State, Georgia College.
Right.
We're gonna play East Carolina over there again. We played them last year. It was a good experience for us to play a Division I school. So we're definitely going to be playing some good competition.
How about over on the ladies' side, some of the key returnees from a season ago?
My two big returnees, Jimena Munoz Quiroga from Mexico and Eva Aubrey from Canada. They're going to be at the top of my lineup. I'm expecting big things from them. And I brought in a couple girls, Lauren Bolender and Joyce Juventon. Lauren's from Ohio, Joyce from France, and I'm still, fingers crossed, hoping to bring a girl from Sweden over here in January.
Now that's very interesting from the old days here with the program. How has the international recruiting, how has that come into effect here with what you're trying to do with the tennis program? How have those international contacts come over the course of time?
Well, what kind of happened, I think, is some of the top teams, they start, in years past, 10 years ago, started bringing over the international kids. In order to compete,
right?
You've got to be able to bring over a few international kids. They tend to be at a stronger level on average than some of the Americans. So it's just, something that needs to be done. So I have kids that are contacting me all the time. There's lots of people from overseas that want to come to the United States and have the opportunity of playing tennis and to study. So there's never a shortage of international recruits that I'm looking at. So,
Well, Coach, two more questions before we close out with you. One, newcomers to the women's tennis program, and also, if you would, please comment on the Emmy Evans Rector Tennis Center where you play your home matches.
yep. Well, the two girls, as I mentioned before, Lauren Bolander from Ohio and Joyce Juventon, they'll probably be, I'm thinking, my 3 and 4 girls. They're going to be good additions to the team. They're definitely have been providing good practice for Ev and Jimena, and I'm expecting good things from them in the spring. And we've got a great tennis facility here, probably one of the nicest in the conference. Mm-hmm. It's nice to have a nice pavilion right on the court, where I can have all my stuff that I don't have to haul over, the tennis balls and stuff like that. So, and for the kids can come and sit on the couch, before and after practice and during breaks and stuff like that, kind of relax and get their batteries charged and head back out. So it's definitely a nice recruiting tool too.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck not only through the fall season, but as you work your way into the 2000 spring season.
Great, thank you.
All right, head coach of our men's and women's tennis programs, Keith Turner. I'm Fabian Fuentes. Thanks for tuning in to this latest edition of Inside Limestone Athletics.